Hi, we're in Lima at the minute, in the hotel, just getting ready. Thought we'd get the map out and have a little look at our journey down the river. So this is what 500 kilometres of river looks like on a map. Here we go. So we start down here near Huaraz, and then we go this way. A little bit further, a little bit further, and a little bit further. Past the lift, past the ashtray. This way, heading down into the jungle now, start to see the green appearing on the map, all the way down. And then on this map, you can't read it, it says, don't go beyond this point. In amongst a massive pile of food and general associated kayaking kit, we have Ben. Say hi, Ben. Say hola, Ben. Hey, Ben. And in the back there, Pedro. Say hi, Pedro. And Paul over here looking, eating probably. Yeah, there he is. Is he eating? Yeah, usually. Yeah, so we're in Lima trying to make 15 days worth of food going to 4 kayaks. So good luck, eh? Kayak carrying Peruvian style. Who needs a full expensive roof rack? Just arrived in Huaraz after a really nice night's sleep in the bouncy bus, which was actually pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, not been here for 19 years. It seems to have grown somewhat. We're going to mess about here, loading the kayaks, and then off to the river tomorrow. So there's the sight to gladden the heart. A properly loaded Toyota Hilux with 4 boats and big white pointy mountains of Huaraz. Oh, we're about to get run over, running away. And there's Pedro, all ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. So, what are you boys eating? Sublime! We must be in Peru!
3,900 and something metres.
So this is take 422 of me trying to say the right place names. Anyway, this is a place called Chavin. It's a famous archaeological site, pre-Incan. Wonderful little place. We thought we'd stop off on the way down to the river. And it's really rather nice. Don't know anything about it, of course. Other than the fact we just decided a minute ago they invented the barbecue, you see. They used to cook the guinea pigs. We're not sure if that's historically correct.
Estudio siempre el primero. Todos morían por mis cuadernos. Yo los prestaba a quien elegía. Ese debía darme pleitesía grande. Era mi contento al ver.
So we're still on the way from Huaraz to the put-in for the Rio Marañon. But as you might be able to see in the background there's been a rockfall, so the road's a bit blocked at the moment. It'll get cleared, I'm sure. This is the Rio Pushka down here, which is one of the tributaries of the Marañon. It looks really nice. And the gorge you can see behind us, this is a mini side canyon for the Marañon. Utterly beautiful.
Here we are at the Rio Marañon. Woohoo! Gracias, Moreno.
Muy bien.
What do you reckon?
The Marañon, here it is. Woo. Oh, it's glory, look at the size of that. It's a monster.
That's a serious canyon.
It is, isn't it?
What do we got here? This is taking it to a new level, I think.
It's just a little something I've knocked up.
Thank you, thank you, Julia.
So, for the purposes of recognition later on, Paul's paddling the Yellow Everest and he's wearing a green helmet. However, this isn't the view we'll normally get. It's usually the underneath of his boat that we'll see. And again, Pedro is paddling an orange jet and wearing a white helmet, so we can recognise him. Fantastic. So, for future reference, Ben's paddling the green burn and is wearing a white helmet, so we can recognise him when he's shredding gnarly lines. Hopefully with his helmet done up later.
Well, here we are on the Rio Marañon. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. Woohoo! That's where we're going.
Here we go again, another big adventure. This time 2 weeks Self-support, the Rio Marañon. I've never done one this long, can't wait.
Aluciné que tenía poder, y aluciné, aluciné, aluciné que tenía poder, y más poder, y más poder, aluciné que tenía. He destruido a mis enemigos, a mis amigos los he follado, los cargos doy por anticipado, las moscas llegan, comen caca de mi mano negra por todos lados, estoy con todos, y a la vez estoy con nadie, juega con mis pelotas, porque yo tengo todo el poder, y aluciné, 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 aluciné que tenía poder, y aluciné, aluciné, aluciné que tenía poder, y más poder.
This is a bit weird. Sunshine, rain. Rain, sunshine.
Okay, so what we've got here, we've just come up from off the river. There's the canyon going up there, and we came down into the eddy below, and we've come up to have a look at these little beauties. So these are Incan granaries. They are kind of buried in the cliffs. A little bit further up the cliff, we come across a whole cave full of granaries. And of course we all know what you can make with grain. What can you make with grain, Paul?
Beer.
Hey! And the granaries, and presumably various other bits of, other storage, where the stuff was stored in here, goes all the way into the back of the cave. And then in the back of the cave is where all the Incan misfits and social outcasts would go, and they would do. No one knows what the Incan word for caving is, but that's where they all used to go.
Just walked up from the river, about 20 minutes straight up the hill, and we found some probably Inca tombs, and in this one there's bones.
Alright, we can make a soup with them, can we?
Yeah, but I think there's a knee joint here that you could use.
Oh, another one!
Here we go.
Yeah, another day.
Day 2. Look at that.
So we've just started day 2, and it's incredible. We've done probably about 50 kilometres of river now, and not today in total, that is. And every time you go around a bend in the river, you get to see something exactly like that. Every time. It's just incredible.
Oh, that's flat. Only 500 and something kilometres to go. So this is day 2 campsite. Not a bad place for a camp. There, what are we doing? Oh look, it's Mr. Spike.
Yeah, the sandflies are a little bit sad, but apart from that, just amazing. What a campsite.
Here we are on day 3, approaching a road bridge somewhere in the upper canyon of the Rio Marañon. Just had the most amazing morning of paddling. Fantastic class 3, one big class 4, and just loads of beautiful big canyon but easy, nice white water. Amazing trip so far. Gets better every corner.
So now when people ask me what's the best thing I've ever done, I might have to not say the Condamo.
How about this for a campsite? This will do. 43k. Woohoo!
We just got into campsite a little bit early today, but that's all right. We've paddled another 41k. Fantastic boating, really, really brilliant in this just incredible place. The beach is an amazing campsite.
Hey Pedro! Benja! Look at that for a view. Where are we going tomorrow? What have we got today? It's water boiling? Gotta see. Hey, look at that. Chili con carne. Here we are, day 4, getting ready, 8 o'clock in the morning, about to set off, Saturday the something of September. 8:04 in the morning, time to go. Here we go, day 4, straight into it. Whee! Here we are on day 4. We've just reached the end of the upper canyon, and as you can see it's got a lot wider, and hopefully just round the corner is a small town called Uchus. We're going to pick up some supplies there and then head into the inner canyon. Should be more fun.
That's the kind of the exit from the upper canyon, just in there where they're thinking about building one of the dams. Yeah, Paul's just got to get in the shot.
Puente at Uchus, and the start of the inner canyon. Woohoo!
So we've got a tricky decision to make. This is food for 14 days on the river. We can either take all this food, or what can we take? All this beer with us, and we just don't know which to take. And will we care? Yeah, go on, Paul. You start at the left end. I'll start at the right. Pedro in the middle, and we'll see who wins. So we're just leaving Uchos now. You can see there's the entrance, or the exit rather, of the outer canyon, and you can see it's all very much changed. All the hills are lying back, still big, but lying back. Not in any kind of canyon at the moment, but we will be soon.
We're now entering the inner canyon. You can see the walls narrowing up. Here we go. How you doing, Pedro? Into the inner canyon we go.
We get to the hot spring
Oh yeah! We are definitely going into the inner canyon. Look at this. Still hot water. Oh, it's boiling! Wow! Really hot.
Well, this is exactly what you need on day 4. A nice bit of baños thermales. Very, a bit too hot even, slightly light-headed now. There we go, but it feels really good. And it's just above a really nice grade 3 little something or other. Fantastic. Well, that's a contender for the best day I've ever had on a river. Absolutely brilliant. Never mind the big volume rapids that were right at my own personal limit, so that was really exciting. That's almost by the way. Met some fantastic people. The scenery, as ever, was just incredible. We're in just great company and people boating really well together. So it's just amazing. Blown away. Best day ever.
44.25 kilometers today.
Oh, pure heaven.
And down there is our first class 5. Tomorrow.
So how are we feeling this morning, Paul? Short of breath, presumably. That was well timed, wasn't it?
High altitude. Oh no, they're not.
Not anymore.
I'm packing my boat with the plan to run as much of this rapid as possible. So
Yeah.
I'm tying everything in as hard as possible. So I'm not giving up yet. And I really don't want to portage if I can help it. But
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so what is it that's below us?
just around the corner is the first big class 5. It's called Wasson's Drop, I think.
Wasson's Landslide.
Wasson's Landslide.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a big class 5 with lots of different manoeuvres. We're just going to have a look at it and if possible run it, and if not we're going to have to portage it possibly by taking all the gear out, portaging the gear first and then portaging the kayaks, but
Yeah.
we're ahead of schedule, so we've got plenty of time, so we're just going to take our time. The weather's perfect. If it stays like this, it couldn't be better.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers.
Can't wait. Okay, this is the first part of Wasson's Landslide Class 5. We're going to run the first bit only. Okay, this is called Extreme Chicken Shooting Class 5. Okay, so that's the Extreme Chicken Run first part, and now I've just got this last little bit here.
So boys, how much did we like Wasson's Landslide?
Yeah, man.
We're only halfway!
Only halfway apparently. Oh god.
Nice man!
Here we go kids, you do not mess with things like that. That is death on a stick.
Okay, this one's called Yamada. It's the last big Class 5. Let's see how we go.
Viento, vuelve a ser como ayer. Viento, vuelve a ser como ayer.
That's day 6 on the river. Hopefully the day we get to Chagual. As you can see, it's rained last night and the river has gone chocolate brown, and I think this is the colour it's going to be for the rest of the journey. I think half our brains are already in Chagual. Everyone's feeling a bit tired from yesterday, but we've got about 30 kilometres to go, so that'll be fun. More canyon, more rapids, and then a nice flat paddle out.
Como aquellos días en que vivía junto al río. Y a la madre mía, y a la madre mía. Oh, viento, vuelve a ser como ayer, para ser el comienzo de mi vida.
So we just passed the last big rapid on day 6, and now we can see the canyon is opening up and getting wider as we leave the inner canyon and head to Chagual. We've got about 30 kilometers of class 2 to paddle out. We're going 7 kilometers an hour just floating, so it shouldn't take too long.
We've
been going about an hour now, and we've covered 12.86 kilometres. We've just hit a headwind, which is a bit miserable. Spike's still hanging in there, not feeling so good today, but he'll be fine when he sees that bridge. So we've just hit the first signs of civilization. We've got a road coming in. Let's truck around. Woohoo! Hola! ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, we're at Chagual, the bridge over the river in Chagual.
Yeah.
And from here we're going to jump into one of those beasties and head to the hotel, and then these boys are going to keep going.
That's the last we see of Pedro and of Benjamin. Thank you guys. You have been brilliant. Caught on a 15-day expedition in Peru, sleeping in a hotel bed.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was fairly hardcore, but I was ill.
Give us the reason.
The reason, because we could, because the river's just over there. If you look out the window, there's the river. Who's going to paddle past a perfectly good hotel without a good reason?
What am I saying?
I don't know. What do you want to say? Oh, a bit dark.
It's Tuesday the 2nd of October, and we are starting phase 2 of the trip. Ben and Pedro left, and this is John, who's joined us from Lima.
Like a substitute on a football pitch.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Paul and I met on the internet, not those sides, but through a mutual friend, Patrick.
Yeah.
And we've had a few adventures together now in Peru, done the Peru both sections, and the Gold Curve, which was for me one of the most amazing experiences.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, yeah.
The canyon is just spectacular. And it just happens that this all coincides with my break from school and teaching Lima. I just spent 5 days on the Amazon, routing down the Amazon with some students from school.
Wow,
I managed to fly back from Iquitos to Lima, then to Trujillo, and I had a mad journey across the Andes yesterday to here, and this all seems to have coincided beautifully for us to set off today.
Absolutely, yeah. It's amazing that this this restaurant that we're in now is right next to the river, isn't it? So we just honestly we just camped just outside. Yeah, camped. Yeah, and yeah, not really.
Here we are, day 7 of the expedition, back on the river, leaving Chagual, heading down to Balsas in about 4 days.
Called the rainforest for a reason. Not that we're actually in the rainforest yet, but we're close to it. So every day we get a little bit of this.
Yeah, it's day 8. Had the worst night out. Screaming uncontrollable shits. Violent vomiting. Wild sandstorm. I just feel completely exhausted. But I've only got 35k to do today. So I think if we just float it, we should probably do it. And then hopefully we'll pass halfway as well, which is good. This is the bridge at Calimar. John has kindly volunteered to go and buy some more toilet paper. Here we are in day 8. And weren't expecting this. There's a motorboat. There's a man taking a photo of me. Come with us! What are we doing here, Spike?
Chilling. We're on a flat bit, and it's very nice actually. The scenery is utterly stunning. I'm sure Paul will pan round in a minute and have a little look. The scenery is gobsmacking, and I'm actually enjoying the flat water, which is not something I say very often. It's great.
So I survived day 8, 42 and a quarter kilometres of flat water. Luckily the river's flowing about 6 to 8 kilometers an hour, so we just paddled and paddled, and we got into this campsite about just after 1 o'clock, and I think everyone's ready for a bit of a rest. I just feel completely wiped, but I'll get there. The idea is to try and find a campsite that won't will be out of the wind a little bit, but we'll see.
Okay, so it's day 9 on the river. We're about halfway or just over, so we do need to up the mileage a little bit maybe later on, especially if Paul's got this ambitious plan to do up to 600k now, so we might have to crack on a touch, which could be tricky. I'm just hopefully recovering from stomach problems, and Paul is definitely right in the middle of big stomach problems, so he's going to be at the back of the group all day. Jon, annoyingly, is very, very healthy and chirpy. Damn his eyes.
Well, it's day 9 on the river. I'm feeling a little better. Still got the screaming heebie-jeebies and not feeling 100%, but I did get a good night's sleep, and I'm hoping that today we've got another 40 odd kilometers to go. A few rapids today. Just hope I can make it. I just feel about 50% of my power, but just ticking it away. We'll get there. Yep, it's the end of day 9. I'm feeling a whole lot better. We've done 47 kilometers, including 2 hiking, and we've just found a beautiful campsite, so we're calling it a day. And have we got enough?
I must count because you're talking to me. Stop talking to me. So Paul here, just finishing up clearing the camp as we start day 10, and that's the view from the campsite. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? So in theory we've got an easy morning. Drop Jon off in Bausas, he's going to get the bus back to Lima and all that kind of stuff. There's, you can probably just about to see Jon coming to the view now. There he is. Yeah. Drop Jon off and then we're going to keep going. Very marvellous.
¿Cómo están? Llevando tus plátanos al mercado. Ahí estamos, llegando desde arriba.
¿De dónde?
10 días en kayak.
10 días.
Can you believe it's only 11 o'clock and we've done 29.92 kilometers, so 30k, and we're just coming around the corner to Bausas.
So we've arrived in Bausas after 31k in about 3 hours, and Jon's got to leave us. So Jon, apart from all the flat water, the days of rubbish scenery, the having to paddle with 2 ill people, how was it for you?
No, it really has been absolutely superb. It's really sort of fired me up to go and do another big river trip somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, fantastic, brilliant. Well, it was great to paddle with you.
No, fantastic.
And see you again, yeah. So, Jon was last seen climbing into the back of this thing. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's got a door up. There he is.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait for another vehicle.
Yeah.
This is the experience.
This is
Got a smell-o-vision.
Yeah, this just stinks of chicken stuff. Oh, really
This
minging.
is a vegan nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like the emergency escape options.
Right. It's gonna be a good one. I hope it's cheap. That's all. Cheap, hey, cheap. Do you get it? Oh god. Ah, and on that note,
It's 20 past 2 and we've done 51 kilometers today, which is pretty cool. And we're still going because it's only 20 past 2 and it's really hot and sunny, so might as well be on the water. So who knows? Let's see if we can make 60. Come on.
Great.
Campsite.
Yeah, very nicely.
Distance record 57.49 kilometers.
Oh yeah, only felt like 57.9.
It was clearly that Jon kid that was slowing us down.
True.
Youth of the day, eh?
Prattling on about women and all that.
It's day 11 and we've finally come across some more rapids. Woohoo! So Spike, so Spike, what's coming up?
See this thin blue line? We're going to follow that thin blue line all the way until it falls off this white bit here, which must be a waterfall, presumably. What's coming up? We've got, should be a town on the right called Mendown.
Oh yeah, like that. Grade 2s, grade 3s, grade 2s, grade 3s, grade 4. More town. Then there's a big rapid called Shingato, which is 3, 4, so it's too stressful. And then just more grade 2, 3. Oh, another grade 3, 4 there. Another grade 3, 4 there. Another grade 3, 4 there, and so on. So just lots and lots of grade 3, 4.
Con tus libros caminando, con tu cara de coqueta, colegiala de mi amor. Tú sonríes porque sabes que al mirarte, hoy en ti estoy sufriendo, colegiala de mi amor.
Yeah, and this is going to be my home for the night. And this is going to be Spike's home for the night. We've got a little kitchen area here. And a nice little sofa set up there. What's for supper tonight, Spike?
Well, for our
Saturday night.
extensive range, we are going for pasta ai funghi. So,
That'll be
Pasta with mushrooms, then.
Italian for pasta and mushrooms.
well, presumably, yeah, that's right.
And
So,
how do you cook that, Spike?
you see a little tab there, you pull, and then you put boiling water in it, and you stir it, and you eat it. It's pretty simple, really. Even I haven't cooked one up yet. It's very impressive.
Can't wait. Last night decided he had fleas, so he decided to bury his peak top, which he hasn't taken off in 15 days, to try and kill them, and he's just digging it up now. Caught anything? Let's hope it kills those fleas.
So, how you feeling, Paul?
No, it's day 12. It's a Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, and it's just great. This is just a river that never stops giving. You just go around the corner and there's something else to see or something else to do or another rapid. I'm not bored in the slightest. I really don't want it to end. It's just, it's awesome. But I am ready for a nice comfy bed. But
Yeah. How are you feeling physically?
yeah, good. I've just put an extra layer of padding on my seat and it's fantastic.
Ooh, why is that then? Don't answer. What about mentally?
Mentally, yeah, just ticking it away and just thinking what an amazing experience to say I've done that, got this far, and still got a few more days to go.
Absolutely. Ditto would be my comment.
8 o'clock in the morning and it's wake up time!
You listen carefully. Not to the noise of the rapid in the distance or our paddles. That wee noise. That's the sound of the kettles boiling in the villages for their morning cup of tea. Sure it is.
Are you sure?
It's that or insects.
That's a mighty big insect.
There's more than one.
That was hard work, wasn't it? 56k, 56 kilometers into the wind. Right, day 13. What could possibly go wrong? It poured with rain all night and we got very wet and we can't get a fire going, so we're going to head off and try and dry stuff out later when the sun comes out. We are 3 kilometers from Puerto Mayeta, which is a good sign. I'm just opening my birthday gummies to keep me going. Thanks, kids. Breakfast bears. ¿Es Puerto Mayeta? Sí, para comer. Here we are. Puerto Valletta. What you got there?
I've got yucca and fried eggs and rice. And hopefully it's not going to give me salmonella.
So this is Puerto Mayeta, which is a possible takeout point. We've just had a delicious breakfast in the restaurant and now we're heading back to the river. Cool. Ciao. As you can see, it's got very flat and it's widened open. Luckily the wind is not too bad yet. And action.
Keeping my glasses on because it makes me look more distinguished. Hey Paul, guess what I'm doing now?
I don't know, Spike, what are you doing now?
Well done, got there in the end. I'm getting the last sheet of map out. This is it.
Wow.
That's the last sheet of map. Now we're not going to be there tomorrow, but we're going to be very close. So this sheet here and that one there, last 2 bits of river to do, and we're there.
And what did we do today?
Miles, 64 kilometres of dog water. We had to paddle all the way, but actually it was still very nice. Scenery is amazing. We thought it was going to go all jungly, but it hasn't. If you have a look round, you'll see it's just more desert-like really than anything else, because we're running north up the spine of the Andes, so it's all really dry, because we're kind of in the middle of the mountain range.
What you can see is how fast the river's flowing.
Who didn't bite?
So it's day 14 on the river. I think it might be our last or our penultimate day. We've still got about 50 something kilometers to go to get to the jungle pongo. But we're optimistic, we should make it. A lot of flat, not too windy at the moment. So looking forward to another day on the river. We've just done 30 kilometers in 2 hours. No, 2.5 hours.
2 hours 40 really.
2 hours 40. We're just coming up to hopefully a place called Rentema. We'll try and get a drink there, and then we go away from the road and into the first of the pongos, which is where it gets really narrow, so that should be fun. It's all a bit bizarre.
Yeah, civilization. Suddenly an ambulance as well, they got everything.
place for a last campsite. Montenegro's just around the corner. And that's it. Sunset on our final night on this beautiful beach. Check it, Spike. Oh, that's gorgeous.
What day is it today, Paul?
I have no idea.
What number of the day is it then?
Day 15.
Day 15!
Yeah.
Hey! This is definitely, probably, almost definitely the last day. Yeah, I've just had this fantastic night on this fantastic beach, courtesy of that man there, Lorenzo. Muchas gracias, Lorenzo.
Yeah, we've left him a few
Yeah.
gifts, like our mosquito nets, pots
Yeah.
and pans that we
Yeah.
don't need.
Yep,
He
so that's,
seems happy. He's given us a couple of ginormous pineapples.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
too sure what we're going to do with those, but
Put them at the front of the boat to balance the boat out, maybe. Oh, and then eat them. There's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, last day. It's like, we think that Montenegro, the town, is just over there. We just can't quite see it around that corner. So we think it's going to be like the world's shortest ever paddle. However, it counts as day 15, doesn't it, Paul?
yeah, absolutely.
It's been a long, emotional trip. Actually, it's not been very emotional at all. It's mostly been laughing, hasn't it?
It's just been fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's been good.
Yeah, so last tiny little bit, and then it is beer and medals. Well, sort of anyway. Hooray! Little look at the Amazon jungle. That's why we paddle all this way. Proper jungle. You can just about see on the lower slopes that there's the Tutumberos Indians have been planting. They're growing banana, and there's some bamboo there as well.
¿Esto es Montenegro? Sí, acá hay salida. Muy bien. Gracias. They're looking a bit fishy, I think, because they're in the illegal wood trade. We did it!
Well,
Did it.
after what seems like hours on the river, but was actually a minute and a half.
9 minutes.
No, no way, it was never that long. We've made it to
1 kilometre 53.
most importantly, add to our vital addition to our total. We have just paddled the Marañon, and we are very happy about it because that
Awesome
was
trip,
the
yeah.
best adventure ever. Brilliant. There we go. Right, let's find a way to some a hotel. Come on.
This man can do everything, he can. Why are we in the wrong side of the road? I can't take you anywhere, can I? Get in the back.
Oh, sorry, I nearly crashed.